This is Washington, D.C. Actually, it's Alexandria, just across the river from D.C. in Virginia, but about 150 years ago, this wasn't the case. Beyond the iconic landmarks and institutions of D.C., the very lines that define the city's territory tell a story of stones and surveying that define the way Washington looks today. The Residency Act of 1790 authorized President George Washington to choose a site for the new nation's capital along the Potomac River between Maryland and Virginia. The site he selected would go on to become the District of Columbia, now known as Washington, D.C., although the city was almost twice as large as we see today. As originally written, the act stipulated that, quote, "a district not exceeding 10 miles square to be located on the River Potomac is hereby accepted for the permanent seat of the government of the United States." The land for this district was ceded from the neighboring states of Maryland and Virginia and organized as the District of Columbia. In order to mark out the shape of the district, surveyor Andrew Ellicott enlisted the help of Benjamin Banneker, a free black man and self-taught surveyor. Together they mapped the 40-square-mile border of the District of Columbia, while a ceremonial boundary stone was placed at the southern tip of the district in what is now Jones Point Park. Subsequent boundary stones were placed by Ellicott and his team, minus Banneker, and inscribed with the year they were placed and the border that they delineate. The district originally had multiple cities within it, the existing settlements of Georgetown and Alexandria, and the new city that would serve as the capital, Washington. Over time, as Washington grew, the charter of Georgetown was revoked by an act of Congress in 1871 and consolidated into the much larger city, while Alexandria was ceded back to Virginia in 1846 after disputes regarding slavery. Today, 36 of the 40 boundary stones survive, serving as enduring links to the past. Scattered within parks, along roadways, and a select few on private properties, these stones constitute some of the nation's earliest federal monuments. Collectively, they encapsulate the nuanced historical narrative of the United States' capital city.